Then
Ma'am, which question was this, ma'am?
13th question. Very short answers. 13th question.
Ma'am, the first part of questions you gave us, ma'am, in that 54th one, 63 and 64, I'm having doubt.
54th.
B, ma'am, 54B.
Ma'am, I have doubt in 11th and 12th one and very short answers.
Okay. 54th B. In a beam of sunlight entering a room, we can sometimes see dust particles moving in a haphazard way in the air. Why do these particles move? They shows Brownian movement. That is, they are get moved by the particles of air. Particles are in continuous motion. So whenever air particles move, these the dust particles also move along with them, which is called as Brownian motion. Okay. Yes. Then 54 after that.
Ma'am, 11th and 12th one.
First part, second part.
Ma'am, page
First
number
one,
36.
everyone. Yeah. From the first part, 17 to 21. First, clear all your doubts. Whoever has page
Ma'am, in
number
24.
7 to 21.
In 24th question, A part and E part.
24th. Yeah.
Ma'am, 63 and 64.
Yeah. 1 second now. 24th one.
Ma'am,
A part and E part.
Okay. A.
ma'am,
The
7th
best-
one.
And 1 second, one by one I will do. So this is Deepika has asked, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, 24th first. Deepika, all your doubts. First 24th A.
Yes, ma'am.
The best evidence that the particle of matter are constantly moving comes from the study of dash and dash. One is Brownian movement. Second one, diffusion.
And even the E part.
E part, the arrangement of order is less ordered. Particles is less ordered in the liquid, and there is no order in the gaseous state.
Ma'am.
One by one, wait. Deepika, all doubts clear from the first part?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Vaibhavi, from the first part.
Ma'am, I have doubt in the second one and 28th one.
First part only?
Huh?
Second one. Name
No,
two.
the
Yes.
second one and the 28th one.
Okay. Name two processes which provide the best evidence for the motion of particles in the matter. Just now Deepika's answer the same thing, best evidence, that fill in the blanks, and this question is exactly same. One is the diffusion process. We can see the diffusion, the particles are in motion. Second one is Brownian movement. That is the second question answer. And 28th one.
Ma'am, 63 and 64, ma'am.
Ma'am,
1 second, yes, one by one I'm coming to everyone. Whoever raised hand, I'm coming to them back. Vaibhavi, or others also listen. The same question, don't repeat now then. 28th, when a gas jar containing air is inverted over a glass jar containing bromine vapors, the red-brown bromine vapor diffuses into air. Explain how bromine vapor diffuses into air. So that is, it gets moved along with the air easily. So that is diffusion. Explain how bromine vapor diffuse into air. So bromine vapors takes the place between the air particles. Particles of the bromine are smaller enough and they are in continuous motion. They have more kinetic energy, so easily can move take the space between the air particles. Okay. Vaibhavi, clear? Vaibhavi, clear? She's not there. Ashish.
Ma'am,
Can you
7th one.
repeat the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Bromine vapors consist of the gaseous particles which have high kinetic energy. So they easily move through the air particles, take place between the air particles as both bromine and air are in gaseous state, lesser intermolecular force of attraction, and has more spaces between them. Is it
Ma'am, which answer are you telling?
28th? 28. First part. From the first section, first set of question from page number 17 to 21.
Ma'am. Ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, could you send these very short answers in the group, like these questions?
I have sent everyone in the group itself.
Oh.
Ma'am,
Who
I
was-
have a doubt, ma'am.
Yeah, one by one, I'm coming to each and every student. Ashish, your doubts.
Ma'am, 7th one.
First set, no?
Yes, ma'am.
A piece of chalk can be broken into smaller particles by hammering, but a piece of iron cannot be broken into small particles by hammering. Which characteristics of the particle of matter is illustrated? So that is the force of attraction. The chalk
Ma'am.
particles have been binded with a less force of attraction, but the iron particles have been binded compactly with the more force of attraction between the particles, or intermolecular force of attraction. So they are compactly packed, so breaking them will be tougher. But in chalk particles, they are not compactly packed. Force of attraction between the particles is less, so therefore they can be broken into pieces easily. Any other, Ashish, from the first set?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay.
Ma'am.
Vidyut, one by one. Who's there?
Ma'am, I'm Lohit.
Lohit. Yeah.
Ma'am, I join you, so I cannot view the questions.
Okay.
Ma'am, could you send it to me personally?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Right now. Then this one. Next one.
Ma'am.
Ritvi. Ritvi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Your doubts.
Yes, ma'am. I have doubt
Once.
in 20th one, 20,
20.
and 25th one.
First one is 20.
Yes, ma'am.
20.
Ma'am.
State whether true or false. Red-brown bromine vapor diffuse into air in a gas jar, but the colorless air molecules do not diffuse into the bromine vapor. Completely wrong.
Yes,
How,
ma'am, it's
ma'am?
false.
Both will mix with each other, no? So how that is one only will move into the other one?
Okay, ma'am.
Both will take place. And that day in this one, Tarun has asked the same question. 20th after one? After 20?
25th one, ma'am.
Deepika has asked the same question last class. Both of them I have explained properly. That means you are not paying attention in the class. The same question is last class only. Deepika has asked me this question. Deepika or Navika, any one of them has been asked. Diffusion. State two characteristics of the matter demonstrated by diffusion. Particles are in continuous motion and they have spaces between them. The particles have spaces between them. And Brownian motion, particles are in continuous motion and continuous motion one thing, and the second one is particles are made up of smaller, every matter is made up of small tiny particles.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, Brownian motion is this one. Matter is made up of small tiny particles and the particles are in continuous motion. Yes, Vedat. 54th you're done. After that, 63.
Ma'am, 63 and 64, ma'am.
63, that is again bromine vapors. Bromine is heavier than air. In this experiment, the bromine is still heavier than air. And 64 is a common sense question. The particles of bromine, which of these conclusions are incorrect? So both the particles of medium are mixing with each other. So that means the third option,
Ma'am, could you please explain me that bromine vapor, ma'am? That thing I'm not
Bromine
understanding.
is a liquid. Don't consider bromine. Consider only it is a one type of matter. It is one gaseous state substance. So here bromine diffuses with air. That is a one property bromine has. It is heavier than air. And 64th one is a common sense question. When two things are mixing with each other, the bromine is mixing with air. That means it is not happening, that is air is constant and the bromine is only mixing with it. Bromine is a one type of a gas. That is it happen that is two gases? One gas only mixed with the other and other stands still. Is it possible? Yes, whether it is possible.
No, ma'am.
That's what the incorrect option. No, see what they have told. The particles of the bromine are moving, but those of air are not moving. Is it possible?
No, ma'am.
So that is the incorrect option. Yes, Vishal?
Ma'am, I have doubt in the 47th one.
47th.
Yes, ma'am.
Honey is more viscous than water. Can you suggest that? The thickness, the viscosity, that means that we can consider the thickness of this. Because it is denser than air. Sorry, water. It is denser than water. Density of the honey is more than the density of water. Therefore, it is more viscous. Viscosity you can consider when you pour water and the honey, how it looks like. Because the particles are compactly packed in honey than in water.
Ma'am?
Okay.
Ma'am, I wrote that honey is more viscous than water because the intermolecule attraction as well as the distance
Yeah, that is okay.
between the molecules is higher than that of water.
Yeah, right. And because
Ma'am?
of that, the density also increases.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes.
even I wrote the same thing. I wrote it as this is because the particles of honey are more closer to each other and have a higher intermolecular force of attraction in compared with
Water.
liquid.
Yeah, water. Right. And because of that, the density increases.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then Nitin,
Ma'am, I had doubt in the second part.
first part I'm asking right now.
I don't have any doubt.
Okay, then done. First part, Manish.
I had a doubt in the 46th one.
When a crystal of copper sulfate is placed at the bottom of the beaker containing water, water slowly turns blue because of diffusion. Particles of the copper sulfate mixes with the particles of water easily.
Yes, ma'am. I wrote the
This
copper
diffusion.
sulfate particles mixed with the water particles. Is it correct, ma'am?
Yeah, diffuses. Instead of mixing word, right, use the word diffusion.
Okay.
Ma'am, I have doubt.
Yes. Manish completed here, all doubts?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Deepika, doubt?
Ma'am, in the second set.
No, first set. First
Done,
clear
done.
with the first thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Sahil, first set doubt.
Ma'am, I have a doubt in the give reasons, ma'am.
Question number?
6th.
6 don't have the give reason part.
Ma'am,
I'm
why
asking
do we...
first set.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I don't have any doubt.
First
I
part.
don't have any
17 to 21 page numbers.
Ma'am, I don't have any
Ashita.
doubt.
I'm 52A.
Why does a gas exert pressure? Particles of the gases are in continuous motion. They have high kinetic energy. So they applies a force on the other particles as well as on the walls of the container.
Okay, ma'am.
So that is in the, when we are doing difference between solid, liquid and gas. Last point I have explained about the gases.
Ma'am, I wrote
Gases
different
exert
answer.
pressure. What's the different answer?
Ma'am, I wrote when gas is stored in a container, the fast moving particles of gas collide with each other and which with the walls of the container, thus exerting pressure on the walls of the container.
So why they exert pressure? That's what you need to tell, no? They have high kinetic energy. They have high kinetic energy and less or least intermolecular force of attraction. So these 2 points should come in your answer.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
52 after that.
ma'am, the 48B1, the question is, why is steel used in railways? So I had written as steel is used in railways because it has a high tensile strength and hardness. Is it correct?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Which question is it?
And the particles are compactly packed, is rigid.
Okay, ma'am.
That also you have to mention.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, which question was this?
42nd, I think so. No, not 42nd.
The 48 one.
48. Yeah, 48. Explain why.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Found it in the book.
Yes, Ashita, any other?
No, ma'am.
Ashita, done? That is only one doubt.
No, ma'am. I had 63, 64 also. You clear?
That clear? Okay. First set, still anyone has a doubt?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, for 42B, ma'am.
Give one example of diffusion of gas in a liquid. How the aquatic organisms, fish is getting oxygen?
Sorry,
How
I
are
could not.
How the fish is getting oxygen in the water?
Ma'am, the question number, ma'am.
42B. Vidyut, I'm asking you, how the fishes gets oxygen inside the water?
Ma'am, I like through the process of
How the oxygen mixes with the water? Where is oxygen? Water producing oxygen.
no, ma'am.
In the atmosphere.
So whatever the amount of oxygen present in the atmosphere diffuses with water. And because of that only the aquatic organisms are getting oxygen.
Yes, ma'am.
Diffusion of oxygen in water helps fishes or aquatic organisms to respire, to breathe. Any other?
Ma'am, the 39th question, ma'am, is the order oxygen, water, and sugar, ma'am?
Increasing order of force of attraction. So least force of attraction will be in gas, liquid, or gas. Sorry, gas, liquid, or solid.
Ma'am, least will be there in solid, ma'am.
Solid is a less force of attraction. Is it? Sahil?
Yes, ma'am.
Is a solids have least force of attraction?
Ma'am, I wrote it as oxygen, water, and sugar, ma'am.
I'm asking you, among solid, liquid, and gases, which have least force of attraction?
Ma'am, I guess gas.
I guess. Why I guess? After completing chapter?
Ma'am, that's why I had doubt in this question.
That's what I'm asking you. In solid, liquid, and gases, who have the least force of attraction?
Ma'am, gas.
So which one is gas in that?
Oxygen.
That should have the least one. Then after gas, which one among solid and liquid, which has the lesser force of attraction?
Among solid and liquid, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, among solid and liquid, gas has the least force of attraction.
Among solid and liquid, gas has least.
Ma'am, so liquid, sorry.
So it is second should be the liquid then.
And third one, sugar, solid.
Solid. Solid has maximum force of attraction. That's the reason they maintain their shape. Aditya, first part doubt?
No, ma'am.
Everyone, first part doubt finished everyone's or still anything is there? First part. No doubts in the first part? Then second part now. Deepika, second part. Very short
Ma'am, in
answer questions
MCQ.
first.
Okay,
First,
I have.
in very short answer questions. Any
No,
doubts?
ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yes, others. In the first 10. Anyone between first 10?
Ma'am, I have.
Yes.
Ma'am, the conversion part.
Okay, conversion I'm not explaining now.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Here, conversion.
Ma'am, even I have a doubt.
In conversions. Okay.
No, not in conversions, ma'am.
Okay. First, I will explain the conversions. Whoever has doubt, that will be clear.
Yes, ma'am.
In conversion, there are 2 temperature scales. Actually, 3. First one is
Celsius.
Kelvin.
Kelvin.
Kelvin is the SI unit. SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Second one is degree Celsius. And the third one is degree Fahrenheit. So in that Kelvin to degree Celsius temperature, T Kelvin is equal to small t degree Celsius plus 273.
273.
So we have to add in any temperature in Kelvin that is equal to temperature in degree Celsius plus 273. So if the temperature is given in Kelvin, to convert into Kelvin to degree Celsius conversion, you have to subtract 273. And degree Celsius to Kelvin, add 273. Actually 273.15, but in your textbook it is given only 273, so we are considering only 273. For example, 270 Kelvin is given. 270 Kelvin, convert into degree Celsius. So in place of Kelvin, write 273. Sorry, 270 they have given. That is equal to degree Celsius, T degree Celsius plus 273. So this 273 will come this side. 270 minus 273 is equal to degree Celsius. So that is minus
Minus 3.
3 degrees Celsius is the value of T. So answer is
Yes, ma'am.
minus 3 degrees Celsius. And if the temperature from degree Celsius to Kelvin you have to convert, 78 degrees Celsius. So Kelvin is equal to 78 degrees Celsius plus 273. That is 11, 15, 351 Kelvin. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Conversion, whoever has doubt, is that clear? So write it down, this conversions.
Ma'am,
Yes, Tarun.
ma'am, by when we are supposed to by when we are supposed to submit that second part of question answers?
Second part, very short answer questions, and this one yesterday only I told MCQs and very short answer questions.
Where, ma'am? You said it on WhatsApp.
Yeah, I sent on WhatsApp.
I don't check it, ma'am.
Within that 1 hour, you have to complete that one. So yesterday I was not able to take it. I was not well. So on that hour only, I told you to do and submit it.
Ma'am, I submitted already.
Yeah, some of the people have already submitted.
Ma'am,
Yes.
yesterday even I submitted, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, by evening we'll get it.
Okay, fine. Others, doubt from the very short answer questions?
11th one.
Ayush, 11th one. Okay, Ayush,
Yes, ma'am.
you have a doubt.
I'm 11th and 12th.
11th one, what is meant by saying that the latent heat of fusion of ice is 3.34 into 10 to the power 5 joule per kg? This means the definition of latent heat of fusion, you have to explain there. That's it. The amount of heat energy, what is latent heat of fusion? What is the definition of latent heat of fusion? Yes, Ayush.
Definition is latent heat of fusion.
Yes.
when gases ma'am, the heat released when gases gases, the amount of heat required to change 1 kg of liquid, no, 1 kg of liquid to vapors at atmospheric pressure at its boiling
What
point.
you're not written also properly. So how you are this one attending classes? You're not copying down also properly. This is the easiest chapter of this class 9th.
Excuse me, ma'am, I have a doubt.
Deepika, what's the definition of latent heat of fusion? Deepika. Deepika, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Latent heat of fusion definition.
The amount of heat energy required to change 1 kg of solid into liquid at atmospheric pressure at its melting point is called latent heat of fusion.
Ayush, repeat the definition.
Ma'am, the amount of heat energy required to change 1 kg of solid into liquid at atmospheric pressure at its melting point is called latent heat of fusion.
So here they have asked about the latent heat of ice. They have already given latent heat of fusion of ice. The same thing happened. Instead of in the definition, amount of heat energy. So how much amount of heat energy is needed for conversion of ice to water is 3.34 into 10 to the power 5 joules. So 3.34 into 10 to the power 5 joule. 3.34 into 10 to the power 5 joule of heat energy is required to convert 1 kg of ice to water at atmospheric pressure and at its melting point.
Sorry, ma'am, I just couldn't hear you. Could you repeat it?
I have written in front of you. Same definition in that you have to write the amount of how much amount of heat energy is required. And the exactly same you have to do for the 12th question, latent heat of vaporization of water. So in that same thing.
Ma'am, I have written slightly different answer.
What is the answer?
Ma'am, it has been found by experiment that 3.34 into 10 power of 5 joules per kg of heat has to be supplied to change 1 kg of ice to water at the same temperature at 0 degrees Celsius.
Both are same, no? Both are same only. Yes, other doubts?
80 question.
Huh?
80.
Very short answer questions first.
Okay.
All doubts from very short 1 to 23.
Ma'am, I have a doubt in short answer questions.
Okay.
Ma'am, question number 15, B. I have a doubt.
Name the process in which the gas turns directly into solid, deposition.
Okay, but in the textbook it's given as sublimation.
Actually, it is sublimation only, but in the book it is properly specified as deposition.
Okay,
so in you are writing deposition and in bracket sublimation you are writing.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Ma'am, which question was this?
15th second part. Solid turns into gas is the sublimation. New textbook of NCERT, they have changed from sublimation to deposition. So therefore you need to use the deposition process. Next one. Nitin, second part, very short answer questions.
Ma'am, I have doubt in the 26th question.
26, very short answer question is 26 till 23 only there.
Not in very short, short answer questions.
First, very short answer questions.
No, I don't have any doubt in that.
Ma'am, I have a doubt in the 21st one. No, I don't. It is in the 23 third part.
Temperature on Kelvin scale is equal to temperature on Celsius scale plus. Here in front of you the answer.
273.
273. I've just now written this one, that question. So here it is. Temperature in Kelvin is equal to temperature in Celsius plus 273. Aditya, doubts?
No, ma'am.
No doubts.
Ma'am, which questions are being discussed over here?
I have given homework from the first chapter. Bhanupriya, your doubts?
Yes, ma'am. The 13th question. A liquid changes into a gas. Is it 100 degrees Celsius?
No, not that is for only water. They are generally asked from liquid to gas. It's a this one is a boiling point.
Okay, boiling point, and the next
Second one is melting point.
Melting point. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Then the next one, anyone else? First part doubt. Anyone from the first? Siddharth, you're not submitting homework.
Ma'am, I submitted the first part.
First part done. Second part, yesterday's.
Ma'am, I'll give it by today.
Okay. Vijay, is there?
Yes, ma'am.
You're not submitted any of the homework.
Ma'am, I've done it, but I haven't sent it yet. I'll send it.
That's the last class only I told. No, Monday only it was to be submitted. It's supposed to be. Now
Yes,
it is
ma'am, I'll send
Wednesday.
it.
Okay. From the first part, very short answer questions. Any doubts? 1 to 23. No doubts? Still you have any doubts? Ask me. Okay. Nitin, 26. Under what conditions heat can be given to a substance without raising its temperature?
I didn't understand the meaning of the question.
No change in the temperature takes place, but still heat is supplied.
Latent heat.
Yeah.
You can prove it as latent heat.
Yeah, it is a latent heat.
Ma'am, so how do you answer that question?
So supplied heat energy is heat is supplied this one under what condition? At the change in state, at the duration time of change in state. The condition necessary is
Okay,
at the time of change in state. Exactly at change in state when it reaches its melting point or boiling point.
Ma'am, you didn't tell.
Yeah, I know that is I'm not told. It's not told to do short answer questions, but Nitin has done. He asked me question.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I have doubt even in the 30th question.
Okay, I will come back to you. First MCQs, I will come back to you. Yes. Then now MCQs, doubts. One by one. Rajshri.
Ma'am, I have doubt in the 69th and 70th one.
Just now it is latent heat of fusion. It was just now question was there.
Ma'am, but the options are wrong.
3.34. No, 3.34. You can convert it, no, exponential forms. So what was the actually 3.34 into 10 to the power 5. Now what is they have? If you want to make it, so first option is wrong. Next it is ice. Yes, this is if you want to convert it into fourth power. What you have to do in the changes here?
And we multiply by 10.
Multiply by 10. 33.4 into 10 to the power 4.
4.
That is a C option.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. In 69th and
70.
who was this? Check all your answers of MCQs. I will tell all the answers. 61. Which of the following are not considered to be the state of matter? It is plasma, platelets, BEC are also considered to be the state of matter. That is plasma and BEC, Bose-Einstein
First and
condensate.
third.
So 1 and 3 option, that is C option is right.
C.
One of the following does not undergo sublimation. Sodium chloride does not undergo sublimation. Which of the following processes release heat? That is, they give out heat energy. So that means the temperature decreases. So temperature decreases, that
Ma'am,
means
what was the
the
previous
reverse
answer?
changes.
Condensation and freezing, ma'am.
Condensation and freezing, the temperature decreases. Condensation and freezing, temperature decreases. That will happen by losing heat energy.
Yes, ma'am. They release heat.
Yeah. Next, and if the temperature of an object is 268 Kelvin, what it is equivalent to? Minus 273. 268 minus 273 minus 5 degrees Celsius.
Yes, ma'am.
Boiling point is minus 88 degrees Celsius. So minus 88 plus 273.
185. Okay.
185 Kelvin. When heat is constantly supplied by a gas burner with a small flame to melt ice, the temperature of the ice during melting
Does not increase.
does not change. It will remain same as the melting point of the ice. It remains same at 0 degrees Celsius. Time will take more, but the temperature will remain same.
Ma'am,
which question are you discussing?
MCQs.
Which question?
67.
66 done. 67th. When water at 0 degrees Celsius freezes to form ice at same temperature of 0 degrees Celsius, then it
Releases some heat.
water freezes, absorbs exactly 3.34 into 10 to the power 5 joule per kg of heat. When water at 0 degrees Celsius freezes to form ice at the same temperature. No, there is no this one. Yeah, right. Here it is. Water will be at same temperature and the ice also at same temperature. So in
Yes,
that
ma'am.
case, water has more amount of heat energy. So it will release some heat.
Yes, ma'am.
Releases heat. Both of them are at the same temperature. 0 degrees Celsius water and 0 degrees Celsius ice. When that water melts, the temperature won't change. Only thing that water has latent heat of fusion. So it will release.
Option
B. When heat is constantly supplied by a burner to a boiling water, then the temperature of water during vaporization
Does not increase.
does not
rise.
change. Does not change at all. That is, does not rise at all.
Yes, ma'am.
The temperature remains same because that heat is remain hidden. No change in the kinetic energy.
No, ma'am. I think it's option B.
Why? When heat is constantly supplied by the burner to boiling water, water already started boiling. That means the temperature is already reached 100 degrees Celsius. Boiling water they have given. So when the water is boiling, the temperature of water during the vaporization does not change. It will remain 100 degrees Celsius. The supplied heat energy is hidden. No change in the temperature.
Can you tell the options, ma'am?
you write, whenever you are writing, every time remember, everyone, when you are writing answers, don't write A, B, C, D. You have to write the option after that. What is that A option? If the A is the answer, you have to write the wordings after that. Always. And that habit you should have. In exam also, you are not writing options A, B, C, D. So you have to write if the option is B. So what is written in the B, you have to write in front of it. 68th option is D, does not rise at all. 69th, latent heat of fusion of ice is 33.4 into 10 to power 4 joule per kg. That is C option. The latent heat of vaporization of water is, latent heat of vaporization, it is
2.25 into 10 to the power 6.
10 to the 5.
2.25 into 10 to the power 5 is there, no?
Wait, let me
But
check
the
in the book.
options are wrong. Options are not wrong. You have to manage it. 22.5 into 10 to the power 5.
Yes, ma'am.
So it is 22.5 into 10 to the power 5. So, but the option is not there. So you have to change this decimal point. If you change it here, 2.25, then it will be multiplied with 10 again and 10 to the power 5. So it's 2.25 into 10 to the power 6. So for option A.
Yes, ma'am.
Which of the following set of phenomena would increase on heating the raising the temperature? When you raise the temperature, which will increase?
Ma'am, can I tell answer?
Others also can try. Deepika, what is the answer you have written?
True. Sorry.
Ma'am, it's C.
71st.
C.
C. Evaporation, diffusion, and expansion of gases. Right. By increasing temperature, evaporation rate of evaporation increases. Even the diffusion rate will also increase, and the gases will expand by increasing temperature. Which one of the following represent the suitable conditions for the liquefaction of gases?
Low temperature, high
Ritvik,
pressure.
1 second. Ritvik, tell the answer. 70-second. Ritvik.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
72nd one. Which of the following represent the suitable conditions for liquefaction of gas? D.
Liquefaction.
Oh,
Liquefaction
okay.
means gas to liquid conversion. So
Okay.
temperature should be reduced or increased?
Reduced.
It should be reduced. And if it is reduced, what will happen to the pressure? Pressure is exactly opposite way it will work.
Yeah, it'll
So that
pressure will
means
increase. So C.
the option is lower temperature and increasing pressure.
So option C.
C. During summer days, water kept in an earthen pot becomes cool because of the phenomena of evaporation. Now temperature changes, the sequence you can understand. You have to find out those.
Ma'am, it's option A.
Yeah. One second, I'm opening it here.
What happened, ma'am?
One second.
Oh, okay.
Now this one. Questions are in front of you.
Ma'am, I have the book.
Some of them are not there. They have written option A, B, C, D. They are not understanding what is happening. Okay, so this 74th one. On converting 25 degrees Celsius, 38 degrees Celsius and 66 to Kelvin scale, the correct sequence of temperatures will be 25 plus 273 is 298. 38 to Kelvin.
311.
311. And 66 into Kelvin is
330.
339 Kelvin. That's right. So option A. 75. The conversion of solid into vapors without passing through the liquid state is called
Sublimation.
Sublimation. The evaporation of water increases under the following conditions.
Option C.
E.
Increase in temperature, yes, but not in decrease with surface area.
Ma'am,
Wrong.
D, ma'am.
Increase in surface area.
C.
C option. Addition of common salt, it will not increase. It will decrease. Next one. On converting Kelvin to degrees Celsius, the temperatures will be 308. 73,
35.
27 plus 8, 20, 35. 35. 329. 56. And 391.
119.
119.
119. So B option. So 18, no. How it is 9?
But it's C.
C option, 118.
Yes, ma'am.
So who told 119? It's wrong. Which of the following energy is absorbed during the change of state of a substance?
Latent heat.
Latent heat.
Latent heat.
Yes.
Latent heat.
Which of the following factors are responsible for the change in state of solid carbon dioxide, which when kept exposed to air?
Increase in temperature and decrease
So
in
it
pressure.
is solid to gaseous conversion.
Yes,
That will happen with the increase in temperature, and when temperature is increases, the same conversion can be done by opposite in pressure. That is decrease in pressure. So second and third option. So that is C option. During respiration, glucose and oxygen enters our body cells, and waste products carbon dioxide and water leave the body cells by the process of diffusion. Diffusion. Okay. Done now? All the doubts might be clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So who have not completed very short answer questions, they finish it. MCQs, everything I have discussed now.
So we don't need to write MCQs.
Ma'am, can you repeat the 60-second one?
MCQs you have to do, Tarun. Who have
Okay,
not
ma'am.
done, you have to write it down. At least
Yes,
go
ma'am.
through once. Because
Yes,
these
ma'am.
questions as it is can be asked in the board main exam. Sodium chloride, 62nd. Sodium chloride is your common salt. Does it sublime?
Oh, ma'am, it doesn't sublime.
It does not. So sodium chloride is the answer. Okay. Any other doubts in this chapter?
No, ma'am.
So here two more questions I have not discussed. One thing is sponge. We consider it as a solid, but still it can be compressed. Generally, solids are incompressible, but sponge we can compress. So how can we say it as a solid?
Ma'am, even cushions, right?
This cushion consists of the sponges.
Ma'am, it has definite
Ma'am,
shape.
1 second, yes.
it
You're
has
telling
a
answer or this one doubts you are asking?
answering, ma'am.
Answer. Then wait, I need to ask someone who are not telling any answers. Vijay. Vijay?
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Vijay, can you tell answer? Unmute your mic.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Sponge. is a solid, but yet it is compressible?
Yes, ma'am.
Reason, give reason.
Um, ma'am, I don't know.
Why? Why, baby?
Ma'am, because the intermolecular space between the intermolecular space is like less, so we consider it as a solid.
Oh. Sia. Sia, what's your answer? Sia, unmute your mic.
Ma'am, can you tell, ma'am?
1 second. Let me this one wake these people up. Sia, unmute your mic.
Ma'am, what will happen if salt is heated? I mean, common salt.
It's converted into liquid state.
Okay.
But at temperature 958 Kelvin, 958 degrees Celsius.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Sia, can you unmute your mic? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the reason. Sponge is considered as a solid, but still it is compressible. Give reason.
Ma'am,
Can I tell?
because
1 second, one by one.
the intermolecular force of attraction is less.
No. Samrudha.
Ma'am, sponge is considered as a solid because it has a definite volume and shape and does not change until it is compressed.
Does not change shape until or unless. Why then? Why it is compressed? How can it be compressed? When it is solid, we tell it as. Then how it is possible to compress it?
Ma'am, because there are minute pores in which air is trapped.
Minute holes in which air is trapped. So because of that, we are able to compress it. Right? So sponge has minute holes in it, so which are filled by air particles, and air we know it is compressible. Due to presence of these holes, sponge is compressible because the air present in that can easily move out, and hence it is compressible.
Ma'am, those small pores, we can even call them as air cavities, no, ma'am?
Yeah. Vijay, clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Vaibhavi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The second question on this, based on the same part, rubber is stretchable, but yet it is solid. Rubber, we can stretch easily, but still we call rubber as a solid. Why?
Because rubber can stretch. So, rubber is made up of rubber.
Yes, Tarun?
Ma'am, we consider rubber as a solid, ma'am, because it is elastic. The elasticity is the property, ma'am. Doesn't matter how much you expand, it will again come back to its original shape, and its mass and volume does not change. And its shape changes for a short term of time until the pressure is applied. As soon as the pressure is moved, it comes back to its original shape.
Yes, so that means the rubber changes its shape only by application of force. So when we release force, leave out the this one stretching, then it will regain its shape and size again. So that means it can retain its shape and size until or unless the force is applied on it. So therefore, rubber is considered as a solid. It's clear?
Ma'am, also it has a definite shape and a volume, no, ma'am?
So definite shape when that's the reason we are telling no. So why it changes, why we can stretch it. So that is what we have to explain. Okay. 1 second now. Now see, this is a question, sorry, book textbook. Any of the question unanswered from all the question, this in question bank given in the textbook. So here first set of questions. Which of the following are matter? You can answer this. Only check which of them you cannot answer. Give reasons for the following observation. The smell of hot sizzling food reaches you several meters away, but to get the smell of the cold food, you have to go closer. Kinetic
Ma'am, can I
energy
answer?
and the rate of diffusion. That I have explained you. A diver, everyone see that you are able to answer that question. I have explained you each and every question according to me. But still, if you are not getting, tell me. A diver is able to cut through the water in a swimming pool. Which property of matter does this observation show? The particles have spaces between them, intermolecular spaces. What are the characteristics of the particles of matter? All four characteristics you have to mention. Density. Arrange the following in order of increasing density. Density increases from gas, then liquid, then final maximum as solid. So first will come air. Exhaust from chimneys are gaseous. Then the liquid will come. In that liquid, water and honey. So water has a lesser density. Then honey has more density. Now chalk, cotton and iron, these are solid. In that, cotton has a lesser density. Then after that, chalk will come, and then finally iron will come. Tabulate the differences in the characteristics of the states of matter and comment on the following. So these all part you already have written in the form of table. Give reasons. A gas fills completely the vessel in which it is kept. A gas exerts pressure on the walls of the container. Wooden table should be called as a solid. We can easily move our hand in air, but to do the same through the solid block of wood, we need a karate expert. Is this clear? All this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Liquids generally have lower density as compared to solids, but you must have observed that ice floats on water. Find out why. So this question I have not answered. Why ice floats? Because one thing is the density of ice is lesser than density of water. One reason. Actual reason is, second reason is, what happens generally when the liquids you heat, what happens in the liquid particles? They move closer or away?
Away.
Away.
They move, the
Away.
particles will move away from each other. That means liquid expand. And when we decrease the temperature, what will happen?
They come closer.
It come closer.
They comes closer, that means they get compressed, right? But in water shows some difference phenomena, different property that happens only below 4 degrees Celsius. That is called as anomalous nature of water. So when water decreases, temperature of the water is decreased, instead of contracting, it will expand and its density decreases.
No, I didn't understand.
Normally, when you cool down the liquid, they get contracted. So that means the particles comes closer. So therefore, the particles here, the contraction of the molecules takes place. The spaces between them decreases. But water below 4 degrees Celsius shows different behavior. It shows why, there is no reason. It is showing that nature that whenever we decrease the temperature, instead of coming closer, the particles move away from each other. So that happens only below 4 degrees Celsius, not above that. Not above 4 degrees Celsius is the normal condition. After heating, they expand. By cooling, they get contracted. But below 4 degrees Celsius, when you decrease the temperature, the water shows expansion instead of contraction. So that behavior is called anomalous nature of water. and due to which the ice has a lesser density as compared to liquid water.
Ma'am, do we write it down?
I will give you tomorrow. I will give you this reason tomorrow.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, this one we have to take it, and then after that, conversion of liquid temperatures. For any substance, why does the temperature remain constant during the change of state? I already gave you this reason. And even this one also I gave you, liquefy atmospheric gases. So these both the answers you have written down in the class itself. Then evaporation. Why does a desert cooler cool better on a hot dry day? That done. Why does the water kept in a earthen pot becomes cool during summer? That is also done. Why does our palm feel cold when we put some acetone or a petrol or a perfume on it? Explained. Why are we able to sip hot tea or a milk faster from a saucer rather than a cup? Last class, you already have written all these answers. What type of a clothes should we wear in summer? That also
Cotton.
answer I have given you. And then finally, the question answers also we have covered everything. And you have written down also when you have solved Eschan book. That's it. Okay, so these many questions are there. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then you can leave. And
Thank you,
whoever
ma'am.
has a maths class, they can change their meeting ID.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have doubt in the 30th question.
So, should I start my class?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Start. Yes, sir.
Okay. Today we left discussing the external features of the excretory system consisting of kidneys, ureter, urinary bladder, and all this. Today we will discuss what is present inside the kidney. Inside the kidney, we have got many tubular structure that is called nephron, or it is also known as kidney tubules. Now, these nephrons are a structural as well as functional unit of the kidney. In this nephron, the blood is filtered. That means the nitrogenous waste is taken out from the blood, and then with water, it is excreted outside the body. Now, we will discuss the nephron, structure of nephron, and this is very important for each and every exams, not only board exams, but nephron is a sure short question. It will come in exams all the time. The structure is complicated, so today I will show you a diagram of nephron. I'll explain each and every part of the nephron, and then I'll tell you to write the things. So let us start with the diagram of nephron.